Hello, Scorpio. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, Scorpio. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. Scorpio, next week is your moon. The full moon in Scorpio shows up on the 12th of May. And it is a time for... well, it's a reckoning is what it is. The full moon in Scorpio is urging all of us to confront hidden truths. And some of those are introspections that will shed a lot of emotional baggage. So it's going to be an emotional one here, friend. I've got 3 decks. I am going to throw these for the overall energy for the week, and then we are going to throw some tarot and find out the details of what's going on. First, let's get some energy on the table. If you are brand new and you've never been here before, there is a subscription button in the bottom right-hand corner of this little crazy square where I live. And if you'd like to join us, that's how to join this tribe. Let's find out what's going on for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got success at the gateway. I like it. All right. So you start this week with success. We have gratitude. Patience is on the bottom of the deck. And then I brought out the surrender deck. Since we are going through a full moon, the full moons are all about releases. It's all about letting go what we no longer need. Find out what you should be surrendering to the universe during this full moon. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. Surrender stress. Very interesting. So look, we have success, right? I feel like you've been waiting for this moment. This is your moment. It feels like you've been waiting to release something so you could go after something else. You can see that the panther is waiting in the bushes, right? It almost feels like you're waiting for the moon to be in the right spot. You're waiting for all the chakras to open. We've got the third eye here. We've got the crown chakra that's here. I feel like you've been blending in with the scenery up till now, and I feel like you're no longer planning on blending in with the scenery. It feels like something is about to have movement, I'm going to say, in the week ahead here. We've got gratitude. It says, I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. So it does feel like there is some sort of successful opportunity that is about to show itself, something that you've been very patient about, waiting for. It feels like you've been blending in with the scenery, taking your spot wherever it is that you're blending in with the scenery and waiting for the right moment to pounce on whatever opportunity this is. It feels like there is some sort of an opportunity that I feel like with all this violet energy that you're going to be seeing as soon as it shows up. I feel like you've been looking for it. It says surrender to the wisdom of your body. It says listen to your body's message about a person or a situation, right? That could be this. And it says, if you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. So that's how you're supposed to know what's for you and what's not for you. If that person or situation or job or whatever it is draining your energy, it's not for you. Get out of there. If it is, excuse me, if it is giving you energy, then that's the thing that you want to do. So I feel like that's why you're waiting in the wings here. You're waiting for some sort of door to open here. We've got the gateway. The bottoms of the decks for me is always the future energy. So it does feel like something is waiting in the future. A gateway is about to open, a gateway to truth possibly. And the truth would be how you feel about the situation. Is it draining you or is it giving you more energy? I feel like there's something here that you've been patiently and quietly waiting to pounce on. It says, I accept that everything happens in divine order. So I feel like that's what's going on here. You are success that is waiting. You're waiting for the successful moment, the moment that you jump on this opportunity here and you're feeling it out. While you're sitting here, you're feeling it out. We've got surrender stress. It says, take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to center. Look, there's somebody here that's meditating. So I don't know if this is what you've been doing in order to get your answer, but it feels like somebody here, it's time for you to let go of stress. Surrender low self-esteem. So maybe you felt like in the past you couldn't do this. Maybe you felt like you couldn't do it, or maybe that's why you've been waiting or holding back or blending in with the scenery, I think. But I feel like you don't really want to flag anyone else that the opportunity is near, if you understand. Like it feels like you don't want to You don't want to let anyone else know about the opportunity because you know that it's coming. You feel that it's arriving, and I feel like it's just for you. So you don't want to tell anyone else about this opportunity or, make a kerfuffle so it'll draw attention to the opportunity. Let's find out what else is going on for you. The tarot, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Scorpio. Scorpio, don't forget, private reads are still open. And I am doing live readings now. There is a 75% off introductory. If you'd like to try that out, look for the link for Hipsy in the pinned comment below. Let's find out what's going on for you in the week ahead. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got the King of Swords, which is showing up in the reverse here. Feels like somebody's keeping it to themselves, keeping a secret of something that is about to show up. It feels like it's something that you know about because you planted the seed long ago, is what it feels like. You're the one that planted the seed and didn't tell anybody about it. And now the seed is now, you can see that the seed it's now breached the surface. I feel like if you don't jump on it, I feel like other people will see it poke through the surface here. Others might try and take this this opportunity from you here. Maybe they won't, but I feel like you feel as though you got to keep it under wraps. It feels like you planted the seed in secret, and I feel like the seed is now maturing. It's time for you to take the opportunity. The King of Swords isn't telling anybody that, though. The King of Swords in the reverse is somebody who's mindful, who's being quiet, who's not overthinking it, but being silent about it. They know the plan. They know what they're going to do about it. And it might be a little bit ruthless, too. I'm just going to say it's strategic and ruthless a little bit. It feels like you did it in secret or did it in silence. And I feel like it's something that is about ready for harvest here, or ready for you to invest a little bit further time or energy into it here. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about Scorpio. We've got the Queen of Swords in the upright. We've got the Six of Cups in the reverse. And we've got the Four of Swords in the reverse. Five of Swords is on the bottom of the deck. It feels as though, you know what it feels like with the Six of Cups in the reverse? It feels like you've been here before. I want to say you've been at this precipice before. A place where maybe you were waiting for the opportunity to show up and you told somebody about it, and then that person jumped in and took over the opportunity. I feel like that's why you're remaining silent and quiet and strategic. It feels like this Four of Swords energy tells me that you're about ready to maybe say something, or it feels like you're about to express something about it. It does feel like you're about ready to say something, but it feels like with the Queen of Swords here that you're going to be very strategic about the words that you use to tell people about the opportunity. The Six of Cups in the reverse tells me stuck in nostalgia or stuck in memories back there. It feels like you're remembering through the Queen of Swords energy, you're remembering every detail about somebody possibly who stepped in front of you in line and took over a situation. So I feel like that's why you're keeping it under wraps at this point. That's what it feels like here. Tell me about this Ace of Pentacles, please. It feels like you want to ensure your success, Scorpio, and so you're playing it right under the surface, which I don't think is such a bad idea, especially if this has happened to you before. It's like you're stuck in this memory here. I'm just going to pick the card. You're stuck in this memory here of somebody who possibly, this feels like somebody who snuck in under the radar and took the situation from you. It's like I know I'm a woman, so I'm going to give you a woman's point of view. It's like two people were pregnant at the same time, and one person decided they had this beautiful and special name they wanted to give their child, and then their friend gave birth first, and their friend named their child that name. It feels like something was really underhanded. I know, maybe from a woman's point of view, but you know what I mean? It feels like really underhanded. Somebody knew you wanted it, and they took it from you, knowing that you wanted it, so this time you're keeping it under wraps. Tell me what this Ace of Pentacles is, because it looks like it's a really good investment or a blessing. that you've been waiting on, like quietly waiting on here with divine timing. We've got the Two of Swords. You're waiting until you make the decision about it here. It is about something brand new. So the gateway to me in this deck is like the Fool. The gateway is a place where the doors open. You've never been there before, and you get to break the first trail. You're the person who has got the idea, and so you've got the patent. And do you know what I mean? It feels like that you're keeping it quiet for a reason here. We've got the Fool. And we've got the Ace of Wands. So it's a really exciting opportunity that is going to bring financial blessings. And it is a brand new chapter of your life. I feel like you're trying to make the decision about whether or not to say something to other people. And the Six of Cups to me with the Seven of Swords is giving me this feeling of somebody you trusted, a valued friend or a member of the family or somebody. It feels like this person you're never going to forget. No, the Six of Cups is like you're stuck in these thoughts from the past. You're never going to forget how this person kind of screwed you over. We've got the Hierophant, we've got the Five of Wands, and we've got the Magician. Five of Cups is on the bottom of the deck. You've learned your lesson. When the Hierophant shows up to me, you've learned your lesson. It's like, I learned my lesson and I'm not doing that thing again. I know the pattern. The Five of Wands is here, tells me I am not going to give anybody any information. It's going to remain indecisive. I'm going to remain indecisive, even though the Hierophant is here, who has all the details, is very much knowing the path, digging their heels in. I know where I'm going. I'm going to do the right thing. The Magician is here. It feels like there is some sort of brand new opportunity that is transitioning you to somewhere that I feel is very lucrative. And tell me about this Queen of Swords. Why is this Queen of Swords here? Look, it could be these two people. I'm just saying, like, I know you're a water sign, but it feels like the King of Swords is telling me you're keeping it under wraps because of the Queen of Swords. This person, tell me who this person is. Tell me who the Queen of Swords is. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Tell me who this is. We've got the Moon energy. We've got the World card. And we've got the Death card. It does feel like the Queen of Swords feels like whatever they said changed everything. And it closed a door for you. It closed a chapter. And although the Queen of Swords felt like it was their milestone, felt like it was their achievement, I feel as though you're being quiet this time because of the Moon energy, because things are not as they seem. You've learned your lesson. You've learned the pattern with this person. And so you're keeping it under wraps until it's time for you to bust out the gate here with the Chariot. Tell me about the Four of Swords in reverse, please. I feel like when you're around the Queen of Swords, this person is somebody who doesn't give you a good feeling. And so I think that when we're talking about surrendering to the wisdom of your body, I feel like this is something you really need to pay attention to. Tell me why the Four of Swords is in the reverse. This person could be sneaking around, asking questions about what's been going on. They might have an inkling that something is about here. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, we've got the Six of Swords and the Nine of Wands. The Knight of Wands is here. So I want to say that it feels as though the Knight of Pentacles is giving me the energy of that you have a goal, you have a plan, you know how to get there, you know what to do, but you're keeping it very practical. You're keeping it quiet, you're keeping it practical, you're going over the details, you're following the plan, and you're following the map to wherever it is that you're moving to. So this could be a move. We could be talking about you've decided that you're going to move, and you don't want anybody to know that you're going to move until you're finally on the plane and you're going, or you're at the airport, or whatever it is. But there is a move here. This could be a strategic move. This could be a move to a new job because we've got Pentacles here. This could be some sort of move that is going to contribute to your success. And it does feel like it is some sort of really big opportunity. And the Four of Swords in the reverse is I'm only giving the crib notes. I'm not telling people what I'm doing, where I'm going. I'm probably not going to tell anybody until the last possible moment. The Knight of Wands breaks in a very brave and fiery way and says, yep, I'm out. That's the way it is. I feel like you're busting through some sort of new gateway here, and it feels like it is something, it's something exciting. It's something that is possibly a business opportunity or a job opportunity, and it's something that means a lot to you or is very close to your heart. It feels like it's something that I feel that you are doing quickly. And I don't mean that you're doing it quickly, because I feel like you've already thought it out strategically, made all the plans, keeping them under, you know what I mean? Like I feel like when you do it, it's going to be boom, like that. It feels like, and you're going to be able to just drop these burdens and carry on, is what it feels like here. Very interesting. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of an extended. And for those of you who want to come into the members area and watch the extended, you can do that. I'll leave a link in the pinned comment if you're interested in that at all. Otherwise, if you are already a member, you'll be able to see this over there. Just going to draw 3 more cards, and we're going to talk a little bit about the Page of Swords. We're going to talk about a Tower, okay? And then we're going to talk about the 5 of Cups. So I feel like the Page of Swords, the Tower, and the 5 of Cups are telling me we're going to talk about all the reasons why you are not saying anything, what the opportunity is. It feels like you've been watching it, like ready to take a shot at it, right? You've been watching it from a distance, observing it, getting all the details, digging up information, and then it feels like the Tower tells me it's go time. But look, it's not all fun and games, because I feel like, regretfully, there are some people here that you're not able to speak to about it until it's time to go, because you know that they would get in the way of your plan. So I feel like with this Hanged Man energy, it's like we're in a pause until it's go time. And so we're going to talk about that. We're going to find out what the Tower is going to bring, and what the plan is, what this opportunity for success is, and why you feel that this person would get involved and deceive you again. Because it feels like the Queen of Swords might be the person. Now, this could be maybe not the person who steps in the way and fumbles the plan, but maybe they're too honest and truthful and they tell other people. Maybe somebody else fumbles the plan because this person can't keep their mouth shut. This person is the one who just speaks honestly and truthfully all the time, right? Maybe they didn't even mean to do it, but it feels like it is about you moving towards some sort of treasured thing, and it's right around the corner. It feels like the 9 of Wands is telling me it's almost go time. We'll talk about that when we get into the extended. If you'd like to come and watch the extended, then please look in the pinned comment down below. I'm reading too late. My brains are shutting off. I'm going to go for it now. Thank you, Scorpio, for being here and watching. I'll be back because Mommy's back. You guys take care, and I'm out. Bye-bye.